What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. We still haven't got a list, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we are gonna probably have this format at least for the next 2 weeks. I could completely be wrong, but I know that not this weekend, but the next weekend there's gonna be a couple of pretty big events going down. So I I'm gonna go ahead and assume that they're not gonna want to shake it up, but at the same time, it could very much happen like a couple days before, forcing people, to play the new format the day of these events, which is completely possible. But like until then, we're still gonna be waiting. But right now, I just want to talk about some of these kind of more interesting cards that are kind of moving in the market because there has been some developments in the format between tech cards, and then we got this thing right here, Mystical Sheep #1. I have no idea exactly why this card is so expensive. I actually got a whole bunch of like old school cards, and I found a lot of um uh TP5, TP2 stuff. I gotta look through and see if I have any of these common ones right here. I did have some rares, but these commons were really worth about $1, and they just completely shot up. Like like right. This is you got these are just completely ridiculous. 69, 420, 420, 69. You got those, but you got $50, which is just kind of ridiculous. You got 69, 69. So these are like completely meme prices, but at the same time, there's really not too much else. You got the combo. Yeah, I went to the combo and see did that switch thing again. Here we go. Here's the rare. So the rare right here was, like I said, it was probably like kind of 15, and then recently kind of went up. Got mod play unlimited for 20, mod play 1937. Yeah, and then then it kind of like right after these two, it instantly shoots up to 27, and then right here it goes to almost $30. Or actually, it goes to $30 with the shipping. And it's just like I said, I have no idea exactly why Mystic Sheep #1 is gone up. But if you just go into your old school stuff or you think you do it, you have these rares. They're about $20, and the commons for some reason are 50. That is just completely ridiculous. Archfiend Eccentric is going up. Like I think last time we talked about it, the card was like it's like people weren't 100% sure exactly what they're going to use to like in Super Heavy Samurai to combat some of the back row, but it looks like Archfiend Eccentric is really solidifying itself as one of the better options, and the price is kind of reflecting that. And in all honesty, it's just because depending on where do you use it, you can get rid of different things on the board. So you got the super rare right here. There was one of them that's here at 90 is the damage version, but right after that you got the light plate for on the $5 mark. So you're pretty much paying $5 for this card. Near mints 529, 565. So we're looking at $5 to $6 for this card. For the super rare version, the commons, we got the commons. We got damage version for $4, but right after that, you got a whole bunch of near mints for 530, 530. So we're looking at the $5 range for the commons. Like either way, you're paying at least $5 for this card. I'd probably just get the super. The gold rare does look nice, and the gold rare is actually moving. It's higher. Usually people don't like the gold, so the gold will be kind of around the $4 to $5 range, and the super would be $1. But I guess it's probably because just the scarcity of Archfiend Eccentric. The gold rare is kind of going for 6. This one was in a Pendulum Evolution, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because I know the Pendulum Magicians came in that set, but I don't think anything else crazy came in there. So there's probably not that many people who just have their hands or just have this in their bulk. A lot of people either just got rid of it, or not enough people opened it to where a lot of people that have bulk are just selling the card, so they're kind of able to maybe control the price more. And you got the secret rare version right here. The secret rare just kind of completely going crazy. I don't think I went over all these prices last time, but you got a damage for 17, then light play on this for 20, 26, 27. So you pretty got 27 to $30 for this card. But Sage the Floor is actually coming up as another kind of like another option, and like the more I read this card, the more I really do like it. Essentially lets you target a monster you control and one card in the field, and then you can special summon. Then you could basically special summon this card from your hand and destroy them both. That would pretty much get around most floodgates. Like most kind of troublesome floodgates, especially if the main one is the 5 remote magician. So I mean, like on paper, this sounds really really good. Right now, you could kind of it's spiked up really high. You could get this for about like 195 right here. You got one copy for like 75 cents, but you get around the $2 mark. I guess like this card does have a common printing, so be aware of that if you wanna try this out. Okay, for some reason it's not showing me the. Okay, well this does have a common this does have a common printing. Okay, that is weird. Okay, you know what? We are not gonna let that go. We are not gonna let this one go. I am pretty sure that there's a common version. No, what? Okay, no lies. I am calling shenanigans. I'm pretty sure there's a common version of this card. Maybe I'm going crazy. Whatever. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm pretty sure there's a common version of this card, keeping this from just skyrocketing. But and honestly, this card would very much be like if this was the only printing of this card would probably be on the same level as a secret Archfiend Eccentric. Sideblocker is another card that is just like really good in a format where you don't want to get hit by one specific card, like like if you're playing a combo deck and you just don't want to get hit by Nibiru, Darkloon, or more. Sideblocker is a really good card to have on you. You got this. The secret rares have always been expensive. You got a damage for $4, but then you got the light plates for pretty much in the $20 range. So you're pretty much paying $20 to $25, $25 to $30 for this card. Like it honestly very much depends. Like if you have one that's a little bit more beat up, it'd be about 20. But if you have a nice near mint copy, it will be in the $30 range. So kind of mind that. Then you got the common run, which every once in a while it does kind of go down. Like right here they were kind of 55 cents, and now boom, they just shot up. I kind of feel stupid. I should have been picking these common versions up. Like I like maybe not the secret rare, but the common ones are always a good pick because they always just shoot up in price. Right here you got the near mints for 280. Then after this one's gone, you got light plates for pretty much $5 all the way down the board. No, I'd say this one. Still, we're pretty much looking at maybe like the 480 to $5 range for the common version of Sideblocker. So if you have these in your bulk and you want to get rid of them, I would just get rid of them. Well, okay, well no, unless you need them. But if you have extras, I would very much get rid of them because they always fluctuate and you never know what format exactly you're gonna need them in. Sky Striker, Mobilized, Engage. So no, Sky Striker, Mobilize, Linkage. I'm just so used to saying Engage. So Linkage has been going up. It was kind of low pretty low, kind of doing some mountains here, but now it's kind of shot up into the. We're looking at like the $4 range because we got 289, so 389, so we got 389, 394. So we're looking at about the 390 to $4 range for linkage. You got Sky Strikers being getting their support announced. On top of that, like with some kind of looming list, it is just easy for Sky Strikers to get maybe like one extra engage back, and boom, they're just kind of like off to the races, and they'll be not only a good deck but a good engine. So if you have these, if you have some extra ones, kind of post them up, get your money. And here's something else too. I actually have a whole bunch of these, so I'm gonna start breaking them out. And both this version and the Kagari version, unopened packs are like $6. You got like unopened, you got 665, and over here unopened. Okay, yeah. So like the unopened version, you got one right here for about 412, and then they quickly go to about $5 to $6. So they're pretty much $5 to $6 a piece. I did not know that. That's actually wild. I'm gonna start like see if I can maybe post them up or something. But yeah, but if you have these unopened, maybe take them to your local, see if someone will trade for them because they are looking for them. There's a couple other Sky Striker stuff I want to talk about. You got the Ultimate Rare. These actually, this would be kind of like a really kind of cool price right now. But in all honesty, you got the secret rare Widow Anchors right here. They got a 591. Then you got the ultra rares for 369. I would kind of get these cards sooner rather than later if you're interested in getting this as the engine, because Sky Striker as the engine could be like, especially with like an extra engage, it could be like really something to kind of like watch out for. And cards like Afterburners always kind of go high. Shizuku kind of always like flares up when the deck gets usable. So, and they could get some reprints in the upcoming Battles of Legend, but that's really not here or there. It doesn't 100% make sense for Sky Strikers to be in the next reprint set. So we can't just guarantee that we're gonna get any more Sky Striker cards. Wait, no. I got so much going on that I'm starting to like second guess what I just said. I'm just gonna leave it at what it is. But yeah, but if you are interested in playing Sky Strikers, just be wary that some of these cards are starting to kind of go up. You even got like these ones right here. They're kind of in the $2 range. The Rays, the Prismatics, they're in the threes. Hayate, they're in the 2 to 3s. So yeah, like be mindful that this deck is not cheap if you want to get kind of like maybe like not the higher rarity, but the mid rarity stuff. And the last card that I want to talk about is Dimensional Prison. Dimensional Prison is a card that I just recently kind of realized I guess all copies across the board are worth some type of money. Like I actually just recently started to get into Edison formats. Hopefully I'll be able to bring some Edison format content to the channel, and I've kind of really started to fall in love. I've been watching some replays, kind of looking at deck lists, looking at like big tournaments, and I really fell in love with that because I missed that era of Yu-Gi-Oh! I actually didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! During the 5Ds era, so I completely missed playing like this, like not only in the formats and the play styles, but just the decks themselves. I really did get to enjoy them the way that they're supposed to be. This is probably like the way that Konami intended those decks to be played. I kind of experienced different versions of the decks later on in their, in their life. So I really am kind of excited to get more into Edison format. But with that is coming me realizing that what the heck, Dimensional Prison across the board is like $2. Essentially, you got like 143 and like 150 for these common versions. And then, but like, like this one right here, we'll just kind of just click on this one real quick. But you're over here and just like, oh yeah, Live Play 150, $2. We're in like in the $2 range. Like every single copy that is either common or rare is $2 for this card. Essentially, it's like it's a 3 of in most decks. It's extremely good. And yeah, and also it probably hasn't gotten like a real and also hasn't gotten any kind of holo reprint since, was it the Platinum Rare? I'm assuming. Yeah, probably the Platinum Rare was probably the most recent holo printing of this card. So that's kind of why you got the ultra rare version of this card's kind of going crazy. You got heavily plays, live play first ed for like $7.20. So we're looking at about $7, and this one's kind of in the $8 range. Super rare, these ones are freaking crazy expensive. I wish I had some of these, but at the same time, you just can't have them all. Yeah, even the damaged ones are freaking like 18. Damaged ones are in the 18. Let's see if we can find a live play real quick. Come on, just get a live play. All bad. There you go. Let's see to find like a live play. They got live play 26, 28. So I guess like in the 26, 28 range. Probably settle right here. So alright guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I'm really interested in kind of looking into more Edison format cards, so maybe I'll do a Market Watch focus completely on Edison format. We'll see how all that goes. Like I said, I'm still working on the problem having with the editing software, and like I said, that's it. Peace out. Catch you in the next one.